Several dry shampoo products have been recalled because they may contain a pretty dangerous chemical.
Go to your bathroom right now. Pick up the shampoo on your shelf, turn it over, and look at the ingredient list on the back. If you see the words DMDM hydantoin, that bottle is releasing a recognized human carcinogen directly onto your scalp every single time you wash your hair. And if it is an aerosol dry shampoo, independent lab testing has found that it may also contain benzene, the same chemical found in gasoline, at levels that triggered a federal recall of over 2 million units of product. The brands responsible are not obscure off-brands you have never heard of. They are the bottles with the familiar logos that line the shelves of every Walmart, Target, CVS, and grocery store in the country. Stay until brand number 4, because what Procter & Gamble and Unilever knew, and when they knew it, changes everything. In the next 14 minutes, you are going to learn 3 things the hair care industry has spent years hoping you would never connect. First, Unilever settled a lawsuit over hair loss linked formaldehyde-releasing chemicals in its shampoos for $10.2 million, and then continued using the same class of preservative in different product lines. Second, Procter & Gamble voluntarily recalled 32 aerosol hair products in a single announcement in December 2021 after benzene was detected in its shampoos. Third, a federal class action currently active in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Illinois names 717 plaintiffs who allege hair falling out in clumps, bald spots, and scalp inflammation, all tied to one ingredient that is still legal, still in widespread use, and still on your shelf right now. Before we name the brands, you need to understand 2 chemicals that run through almost every case in this investigation. The first is DMDM hydantoin. It is a preservative classified by the FDA itself as one of the most common allergens in cosmetic products. It works by releasing small, steady amounts of formaldehyde over time. The International Agency for Research on Cancer, the gold standard scientific body on carcinogenicity, classifies formaldehyde as a known human carcinogen. When applied repeatedly to the scalp, a highly vascular surface where absorption into the bloodstream is well documented, that exposure is not theoretical, it is cumulative. Peer-reviewed research published in dermatology literature has established a direct link between formaldehyde-releasing preservatives and allergic contact dermatitis, scalp sensitization, and, in some documented cases, significant hair follicle trauma leading to hair loss. The second chemical is benzene. It is an industrial solvent, a component of crude oil and gasoline, and a substance the National Cancer Institute directly links to leukemia and other blood disorders. Benzene is banned as a direct ingredient in cosmetics. It shows up in aerosol products as a contaminant, hiding inside the propellant gases like butane and propane used to pressurize dry shampoo cans. The independent pharmaceutical testing laboratory Valisure was the organization that first detected elevated benzene levels across dozens of aerosol hair products, triggering the wave of recalls that has reshaped the industry since 2021. What the companies knew before those recalls and how long they delayed is the question that federal courts are still working to answer. Brand number 1, Tresemme. Tresemme is manufactured by Conopco Inc., the U.S. subsidiary of Unilever plc, headquartered in London, England and Rotterdam, Netherlands, a corporation with annual revenue exceeding $60 billion. Tresemme is marketed as a professional salon-quality product at a drugstore price. What the marketing does not disclose is the active class action litigation currently proceeding in federal court. As of April 2025, the consolidated lawsuit in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Illinois involves 717 individual plaintiffs alleging that DMDM hydantoin in Tresemme formulas caused hair loss, scalp inflammation, and allergic reactions. Some plaintiffs describe hair falling out in clumps with visible bald spots forming after regular use. Unilever maintains its products are safe and comply with industry standards.
The court has not yet issued a ruling on class certification. Separately, Tresemme dry shampoos were included in Unilever's October 2022 FDA recall, a recall that ultimately covered 1,559,190 cases of product for benzene contamination.
Suave. Suave is also a Unilever brand, and the Suave story is the reason plaintiffs in the Tresemme case argue that Unilever cannot claim ignorance. In 2012, Unilever recalled its Suave Professionals keratin infusion line after a wave of consumer complaints reported severe hair loss and scalp irritation. The recalled product contained DMDM-hydantoin. After years of litigation, Unilever settled the resulting class action in 2014 for $10.2 million. Plaintiffs in the current Tresemme case cite that settlement directly, arguing that Unilever had documented knowledge of DMDM-hydantoin's risk profile a decade before today's lawsuits were filed, and continued to use the same class of preservative in other product lines. Suave's dry shampoos were also named in the October 2022 FDA Class II recall for benzene contamination. A $3.625 million federal class action settlement has been proposed to resolve benzene-related claims across Unilever's dry shampoo portfolio, including Suave.
Brand number 3, OGX or Organics. OGX, formerly marketed as Organics, is produced by Johnson & Johnson, headquartered in New Brunswick, New Jersey, with annual revenue of approximately $85 billion. OGX positions itself as a luxurious, botanical-inspired hair care line. Active class action lawsuits filed against Johnson & Johnson allege that OGX shampoos and conditioners contained DMDM-hydantoin and benzene, causing hair loss, scalp damage, and exposure to known carcinogens. Plaintiffs argue the company continued using DMDM-hydantoin despite having access to safer preservative alternatives, and failed to warn consumers of the documented risks. Johnson & Johnson announced in September 2021 that it would cease production of OGX products containing DMDM-hydantoin. Brand number 4, Pantene Pro V. Pantene Pro V is produced by the Procter & Gamble Company, headquartered in Cincinnati, Ohio, with annual net sales exceeding $84 billion. In December 2021, P&G issued one of the largest aerosol hair product recalls in recent history, pulling 32 separate products from Pantene, Aussie, Herbal Essences, Hair Food, and Old Spice lines due to detected benzene contamination. The recall was initiated after independent laboratory testing flagged benzene levels in the propellant systems of P&G's aerosol products. Benzene exposure through inhalation, which occurs during every spray application, is classified by the EPA as a known human carcinogen with no identified safe threshold. Beyond the recall, EWG's Skin Deep database documents that several Pantene formulas contain DMDM-hydantoin, the same formaldehyde-releasing preservative at the center of litigation against Unilever and Johnson & Johnson. The label promises strong, shiny hair. The documented record tells a different story. 32 products, 1 company, 1 announcement, December 2021. That is the scale of P&G's aerosol recall, a single corporate filing that pulled 32 individually named hair care products from shelves across the United States because benzene, a known human carcinogen found in gasoline, had been detected in the aerosol propellants of their shampoo cans. Brand number 5, Dove. Dove is a Unilever brand, the same parent corporation behind Tresemme and Suave. Dove's brand identity is built on gentleness, skincare, and natural positioning. Its advertising has run for decades on the premise of being kinder to skin than conventional soap. In October 2022, the FDA published Unilever's voluntary recall notice covering multiple Dove dry shampoo products, including Dove Dry Shampoo Volume and Fullness, Dove Dry Shampoo Fresh Coconut, and Dove Dry Shampoo Clarifying Charcoal,
for potential benzene contamination. The total volume of recalled product across all Unilever brands reached 1,559,190 cases. Separately, European regulators prohibited marketing of certain Dove products containing butyl-phenyl-methylpropionol, a synthetic fragrance compound, citing non-compliance with the EU Cosmetic Products Regulation. Plaintiffs in the Unilever federal class action state that the company was aware of benzene contamination risks as early as 2021 and failed to disclose that information to consumers. Brand number 6, Herbal Essences. Herbal Essences is produced by Procter & Gamble, the same Cincinnati-based corporation behind the Pantene recall. Herbal Essences is marketed with nature-forward imagery, botanical bardens, fresh botanicals, and the suggestion of plant-based purity. Its dry shampoo and conditioner lines were directly named in P&G's December 2021 recall of 32 aerosol products for benzene contamination. EWG's Skin Deep database rates several Herbal Essences products in the moderate to high concern range, flagging ingredients including synthetic fragrance, a legally protected term that can encompass hundreds of undisclosed chemical compounds, alongside sulfates and preservatives that independent consumer advocates have flagged as problematic for sensitive scalp exposure. The gap between the brand's botanical marketing language and its documented ingredient and recall history is significant, and it is a gap that neither P&G's advertising budget nor the word botanical on a label can close. The Safe Brands, what to use instead. Safe brand number 1, Attitude Living. Attitude Living is headquartered in Montreal, Canada, and has built its entire product line around one standard, EWG verified certification across all shampoo formulations. The EWG verified mark is not a marketing claim. It requires brand submission of full ingredient disclosure, third-party review of all ingredients against EWG's database of documented health hazards, and annual audit compliance. Safe brand number 2, Necessaire. Necessaire is headquartered in New York, New York. The company is a certified B Corporation and certified climate neutral, third-party designations that require verified environmental and social accountability. Necessaire's fragrance-free shampoo carries a low hazard score in EWG's Skin Deep database and holds the National Eczema Association seal of approval, a clinical designation reserved for products verified to be safe for the most chemically sensitive skin. It has been dermatologist tested and reviewed for scalp safety. Necessaire is available at Sephora locations nationwide. It is not the cheapest option on this list, but it is one of the most rigorously documented clean shampoos available in a mainstream retail environment. The products we use every single day shouldn't come with hidden risks or unanswered questions, and yet, for so many households, they do. What's sitting in your bathroom right now matters more than you think. If this opened your eyes even a little, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that like button so more people can see this information. Share this video with friends, family, anyone who might have these products on their shelf. It takes just a second, but it could make a real difference. And most importantly, drop a comment below. Tell us what brands you found in your cabinet. Your voice adds to the bigger picture, and you're definitely not alone in this. Make sure you're subscribed and turn on notifications, because the next investigation is something you do not want to miss. Stay informed, stay aware, and we'll see you in the next one.